Tuesday, August 18, is gearing up to be an emotionally explosive episode that will leave us all completely reeling. We have hostage situations, corporate showdowns, teen matchmaking, and a romantic date that might just end in a total disaster. Let's not waste any time and jump right into the deep end of the drama. First up, let's talk about a family dynamic that is always guaranteed to bring the tears and the tension, the Deveraux siblings. Spoilers reveal that JJ reaches out to Gwen. Now, let's be real for a second. This is a massive development. JJ recently returned to Salem to mourn the 4-year anniversary of Abigail's tragic murder, and he has been desperately trying to get his life back on track by applying for an EMT position. But Gwen is currently thousands of miles away, trapped in a terrifying international hostage crisis in Alamainia, courtesy of her villainous ex-husband, Dimitri von Luschner. Can you believe it? Dimitri is holding both Gwen and Leo Stark captive, and Rafe Hernandez has had to fly overseas just to negotiate their release. So why is JJ reaching out now? A lot of fans think JJ is just checking in on his half-sister because Jack asked him to, but I actually think there is a much deeper psychological play happening here. JJ has a massive savior complex. We saw it when he was a cop, and we see it in his desire to be an EMT. He couldn't save Abigail from Clyde Weston, so maybe in his traumatized mind, saving Gwen from Dimitri is his way of finding redemption. But here's the kicker. Gwen is toxic. She has burned her family so many times. I think JJ reaching out is a huge mistake because Gwen's chaos always drags everyone down with her. Will she even be able to answer his call while Dimitri is holding her hostage? Or is JJ going to team up with Rafe to orchestrate a daring rescue mission? While JJ is playing hero, things are getting incredibly dark over at DiMera Enterprise. The spoilers tease that Theo confronts Johnny, and you guys, this showdown has been brewing for months. We need to look at the massive psychological weight resting on both of these young men. They are supposed to be co-CEOs, building a better legacy for the DiMera family, but their world is crumbling. Theo is living an absolute nightmare right now. His mother, Lexi Carver, was brought back from the dead by EJ's experimental Versavix serum. For a brief, shining moment, Theo and Abe had their family back. But Dr. Rolf's science failed. The serum is wearing off, and Lexi is dying all over again. The trauma of losing his mother twice is enough to break anyone, especially someone like Theo who thrives on stability. On the other side of the desk, Johnny is carrying the guilt of his father's monstrous actions. EJ didn't just play God with Lexi's life. He also buried arsenic-laced Coraceal pills that killed Sarah's patient Destiny. When Theo confronts Johnny, it won't just be about board meetings or stock prices. This is going to be an emotional explosion. Theo has every right to scream at Johnny for what EJ has done to Lexi. EJ promised a miracle and delivered a tragedy. I passionately defend Theo in this situation. He is watching his mother fade away while Johnny's father sits in the mansion wearing Stefano's ring like a tyrant. But you also have to feel for Johnny. His wife, Chanel, is pregnant and battling breast cancer. Johnny is terrified of losing the love of his life, and now he has to face Theo's justified wrath. This scene is going to be an Emmy-worthy tearjerker, marking a permanent fracture in the Carver and DiMera alliance. Speaking of Chanel, her health crisis is creating ripples throughout the younger generation in Salem. Spoilers reveal that Aaron and Ari spend time with baby Trey. This is such a beautifully bittersweet moment. With Chanel undergoing terrifying medical treatments and Johnny fighting corporate wars, little Trey needs all the love he can get. Ariana Horton stepping up to help babysit her little cousin is a massive callback to the legacy of her father, Will Horton. Will would be so incredibly proud of the young woman Ari is becoming. And let's look at the contrast here. Ari recently moved out of the Hernandez house and completely cut ties with her mother, Gabby, after discovering Gabby bribed Liam to leave Salem. Gabby is ruthless, manipulative, and entirely focused on taking down EJ DiMera. But Ari is choosing family. She is choosing innocence. By spending time with Aaron and baby Trey, Ari is actively rejecting Gabby's toxic lifestyle. Aaron Green is such a great grounding influence on her to... These two are quickly becoming the sweetest young duo on the show, providing a much-needed breath of fresh air amidst all the DiMera darkness. But wait, the teen scene drama doesn't stop there. While Aaron and Ari are playing babysitter, Tate and Holly are playing matchmaker. That's crazy. Just weeks ago, Tate and Holly's relationship was completely shattered. Remember when EJ planted those tainted Curacao pills in Holly's bag to cover up his pharmaceutical crimes? Tate found the drugs and immediately accused Holly of relapse. He didn't believe her desperate denials, and it broke her heart. Now that the truth is out, that EJ is the true monster, it seems Tate has done some serious groveling to win Holly back. But why are they playing matchmaker? And for who? My bet is that they are trying to set up Aaron and Ari. Aaron previously tried to plan a surprise outing for Tate and Holly, which failed miserably because of the pill drama. Now, Tate and Holly are returning the favor. But honestly, I think this move is a mistake. Tate and Holly need to focus on rebuilding their own fractured trust. Holly just survived a massive manslaughter lawsuit from Amy Choi and a near-death setup by Sophia. She needs therapy, not a double date. However, watching these legacy teens meddle in each other's love lives is a classic soap opera trope that brings us right back to the days of Sammy Brady scheming in high school. I am totally here for the nostalgia. Finally, let's pivot to the Horton house, where matters of the heart are taking a very unexpected turn. Spoilers tell us that Julie's date with Foster takes an unexpected turn. Oh boy. Let's unpack this. Julie Williams has been the steadfast matriarch of Salem for decades. Losing Doug Williams was a monumental, heart-shattering event, not just for Julie, but for the entire soap opera world. Their 50-year romance is the gold standard of daytime television. So, when the charming bookstore owner, Foster, asked Julie out on a date, we all held our collective breath. We saw them share a near kiss recently, but Julie pulled back, paralyzed by her guilt and her loyalty to Doug's memory. So, what is this unexpected turn on their latest date? A lot of fans think Julie is just going to have a panic attack and run home to cry over Doug's photo, but I actually think the writers are setting up a massive plot twist. What if Foster isn't just a sweet, innocent bookstore owner? Salem doesn't do normal romances. There are wild fan theories circulating that Foster is connected to a dark chapter in the Horton family's past. Could he be related to Nick Fallon? Could he be a sleeper agent planted by Stefano's missing chess piece? Remember, Belle and Chad have been investigating that missing pawn from Stefano's chess set, and a mysterious figure has been watching them. What if Foster is the spy? Imagine the absolute betrayal Julie would feel if the first man she opened her heart to after Doug turned out to be a DiMera pawn. I am fiercely protective of Julie, and if Foster hurts her, the entire town of Salem will be out for his blood. Alternatively, the unexpected turn could be something supernatural. Maybe Julie receives a sign from Doug, a song playing on the jukebox, or a specific phrase Foster uses that gives her the ultimate blessing to move on. Either way, this date is going to end in a cliffhanger that will leave us screaming at our screens. Tuesday's episode is a masterclass in weaving legacy history with current heartbreak. From JJ trying to pull Gwen from the wreckage, to Theo and Johnny's tragic confrontation, to Julie navigating life after her ultimate soulmate, Salem is delivering the emotional stakes we crave. What do you guys think? Is Foster hiding a sinister secret? Will Theo ever forgive Johnny for EJ's sins? Let me know all your fiery opinions in the comments below.